Good evening. I'm back again. This is Scott in the Shot, live from Gridley. I'm going to take a hit of some weed. Keep it real. People, I do this podcast. I'm just a simple motherfucker. I'm a simple man. When I was younger, I partied a lot. I worked hard. I partied a lot. I used to do a lot. Do a lot of drugs. But I always had a good job. I was a boss at all my jobs. I'm a German carpenter. I've done a lot of other things too. But I'm a German carpenter. I've done a lot of things, and didn't watch news for the longest time. Didn't watch TV for a lot of my life. I didn't watch a lot of TV because I was always at work. I worked almost 6, 7 days a week. And but when I finally started watching the news again, man, it's real depressing. I thought it was weird that I didn't watch the news for so many years, and then now I'm so into it. It made me feel like I was being stupid, I guess, because you got to know the politics of your country. You got to know the laws of the land. You got to know you got to know the politics of the world. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a whole person, you got to know these things. And so I thought, but I'm just a normal dude, man. I used to bust my ass on construction sites. Getting off work, go pound a pitcher with the boys, come home with my wife. Get high, watch TV. Maybe watch a movie, maybe if I wasn't already in bed. Because like I said, I used to work usually 12 hours a day, 13 to 14 hours a day. I used to make a lot of money though, so I didn't mind working. Always side jobs to make more money. Hey, you gotta work, man. I used to like to make money. I'll still that, but I'm just a normal cat. So tonight I'm watching this DOGE thing on TV. The interview that Brett Baer had with these guys that are in DOGE, with Elon Musk and all the guys that are actually on the DOGE team. The Democrats been saying for a long time that they're just a bunch of hood wearing, just a bunch of little punks. Do you see that? Do you see that panel of guys that are in DOGE? These are CEOs of banks, of computer systems. These guys are badasses. These aren't no hoodie wearing punks. And it bothers me because as being a simple man, the Democrats are so against this DOGE. Man, they got a website now. You can look it up. I did. You look it up on your own. Look it up. And look at what they've been spending the money on. A lot of this waste, and it's not waste. It's fraud. It's fraud, and it's all. I think it's all criminal. I know they call it soft power. That's where we give country money to like us. That's what soft power is. We help out these countries financially around the world, even though they're not like us. We try to help them out to keep them from being influenced by China or Russia. But you know what? You know what those countries do? They take the money from both of them, and they just kind of stay in the middle all the time. It's, I mean, that's a problem right there. Because if you don't really understand that, if I was a country, some guy gave me some money here, another country gave me some money here, I'd just stay right in the middle and say, I'll take both your money. But a lot of it's transgender and DEI stuff. Stuff about climate warm, climate stuff, Green New Deal, stuff like that. But it's all fucking wasted money. Because none of it's real. Nothing's gonna change the planet, people. When it comes to, everything's a fucking, it's all facade. It's all wasted money. And what bothers me about it is, being a simple man, it bothers me because we all have parents and grandparents that live on their Social Security, and they rely on they depend on their Medicaid or their Medicare. And you're always hearing both sides of the party always crying about it in Social Security, about how it's all getting depleted. Well, how is it getting depleted when we have so much money to send it out to these other countries for soft power? It kind of bothers me. When I'm just being my simple man, it's like people pay taxes their whole life. When they retire, they're not supposed to worry about that stuff, but they should worry about it because all we hear from both sides of the party is all the time it's about ready to go under. How is it about ready to go under when they're finding all this wasted money? That's just what they're finding out right now. What about all the prior years before this, so on and so on? How much money has been wasted to where we got people in this country that work their whole lives and get such a minimal Social Security check when they're in their 70s? I mean, how is that possible? How is it possible that their Medicare insurance isn't better? We got so much money to give out on an annual basis to everybody for soft power to like us. And does it ever stop any wars? Does it ever stop anything? Not really. Never stops really anything. What's going to happen is going to happen. You know, the day China decides to go to war with us or vice versa, all these little things don't matter. It's going to be it's going to be because it just happened. It's not going to be because of any of these one little things. You know what I'm saying? So it's all facade. You know, just a way to spend money and for them to pocket it, I think. I mean, where's all the money going? Shrimp on treadmills and all that, like I said before. Where's all the money going? So that's why it bothers me, people. I mean, but so when I come on here, though, when I talk my shit, no, I'm the most average Joe motherfucker you'll ever know. Except, I mean, when it comes to being a middle class average, I work hard. I used to work. I'm retired. I mean, I believe in people, you know, helping people out. I believe in God, Jesus. I believe in you know, paying your own way, working hard, you know, taking care of business. And that's all I'm saying. I'm just a normal dude. I mean, so I mean, when I just because I have no hair no more, I'm not a skinhead. I'm just a fucking, you know, I'm just a balding old man. But I'm very political anymore, and I just don't see where this country's going anymore. And the Democrats anymore, I mean, what they're fighting for to me is just, even when you stand outside the box of political parties, man, I just don't, I don't know where they're coming from anymore. I mean, I never considered myself a Republican until the last 4, 5, 6, 7, about the last 7 years, I guess, 8 years since Donald Trump. You know, Hillary Clinton, it was the beginning of the downfall of the Democratic Party. She started a trend for how low to go in order to win an election, or to get or to have try to get back at somebody for losing the election, like she did. She's trying to get back at Donald Trump. She's a sore loser, and the Russia hoax and all that was a stain on our country, a stain on the Democratic Party. The Russia hoax. I mean, 4 years we all had to listen to that. 4 years, Democrat or Republican. I mean, I mean, wasn't that bullshit? I mean, if it wasn't real, then what the fuck? I mean, it wasn't real, people. I knew it from the get go, but some people want to believe their party's being righteous, being right. But how can a Democrat save the party who did that Russia hoax? Hillary Clinton was obviously fucking pissed off about it. I mean, she lost the election. She thought she was a shoo-in. I mean, corrupt Hillary Clinton. She bleach bitted her, fucking smashed her computer, bleach bitted it after she was subpoenaed for him. Got rid of documents after she was subpoenaed. She never got in trouble. The Russia hoax is proven a 100% hoax. She's not in trouble. I mean, she was the downfall of the Democratic Party, and it's been going bad ever since. I mean, it just has. I mean, so I mean, I don't know who's pulling. I mean, they say that Obama's been running the government pretty much when Joe Biden was there, but is he? To me, it seems like it'd probably be more Hillary Clinton. I don't know. I mean, who knows who's really running that party, because anymore they're just so man, I hate to say it, but the Democratic Party, they lost their way. I don't see where they're coming from in anything anymore. I mean, thinking it's okay to firebomb stuff, you know, that summer of love stuff. I mean, I don't defund the police. I mean, are you serious? Let's defund the police. Let's just go and fucking defund the police. I mean, come on, man. I'm a stoner. I don't want to defund the police. I mean, come on, man. Scott and hit. I mean, when I was younger, I used to hang out with all kinds of people before politics. I mean, I never got involved in any conversation ever that I was ever in before the age of 31. I mean, you know, everything was cool. You know, I mean, I just don't get where everybody went and got crazy. I mean, it's in every generation, man. A lot of people my age are just crazy, man. I don't know what happened to them. You know, I thought their daddy gave them enough hugs, you know, when they were younger. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. You know, I'm really not trying to be. I'm really not trying to be disparaging, but some of the things that these Democrats are thinking now, some of the things that they think are cool, the things that are going on that they stay silent on. I don't understand where they're coming from, man. I mean, what are they? What is the Democratic Party anymore, man? I mean, they're so divisive. I mean, I'm a Republican. I'm trying to tell you right now on this podcast in a roundabout way. I mean, I'd like to come to the center of these people, but how do you do it? How do you come to the center with this stuff, man? There's no coming to the center when it comes to boys beating girls sports. I mean, if you don't know that, then you're tarded. There's no coming to the center on tampons being in boys' bathrooms. Excuse me. There's no coming to the center on, you know, on talking to your kids in school about sexual matters. I mean, you know what I mean? It's promoted onto them. It's not something that the kid ever asks. Come on, these are kids. I mean, you know, Yeah, no checks and balances on adult behavior anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's about behaving a certain way when you're an adult, and understanding the difference between right and wrong, and where the line of normality is and abnormal. Understanding what's abnormal and what's normal. It can't be everything. Just can't be okay like the Democrats want. They want everything to be. You can't have that and have a society that's going to survive. I mean, there has to be a line of normality where you can be weird over here, do it over there, but when you're around these people, you got to be cool. You know, I get it. Sometimes I like to slum it. Sometimes I like to go out and be classy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. Democrats make everything like it's a bad thing. You know, there's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's a time and place for everything. If you want to be a weird transgender, go be one. There's time and place for it. It's not in schools. You know what I'm saying? It's not on every TV show I see on TV anymore. You know, you know what I mean? There's a place for everything. You know, there's enough room in the tent for everybody to be that way. If people don't want to be selfish, you know what I mean? Everybody's trying to be selfish with their weirdness anymore. They want to push it on everybody else. I mean, everybody needs to stop being sexually selfish. I mean, just realize be a freak, but you know, come on, man, leave a little room for everybody else and just keep it in your home. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lady that's just really hot. She looks hot. She shows a little bit. She leaves a little bit for the imagination instead of a bitch just coming out naked. You know what I'm saying? It's about class, people. You know, it's about class. You know what I'm saying? It's about class. I'm buzzing hard right now. I'm having fun. I'm getting high. I mean, my wife's at work. Shit. She's gotten shot. I'm smoking weed right now. Man, I miss the 80s. I miss the party and the fun, all the good times, man, all the fucking killer green bud. I miss those days. I miss the days of not thinking about all this political stuff now. But you know what? I grew up, and that's where we are. You know what I mean? I'm saying. So I mean, this is Scott in the Shot, just fucking around, talking some shit. I'm gonna let you going. I'm boring you guys. I'm boring myself. All right, man.